What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Alexa Rose, and we're back with another episode of Girl Talk. I got a special guest in the building, Dawgface. What's up?
What's happening with you? How you feel?
I feel good. Introduce yourself. Tell the people where they can find you at on all platforms.
My name is Dawgface Calderon. You can find me on YouTube. Dawgface TV on YouTube. You can forget everything else because I ain't getting paid off of that shit. You hear me? So follow me on YouTube and you can find everything else, man. But yeah, Dawgface TV on YouTube, on Instagram. But just go to YouTube, bro. Help me get that bread.
I know that's right. If it don't make money, it don't make sense.
Yeah, no doubt.
Tell the people a little bit more about yourself for the people who do not know who Dawgface is.
I'm Dawgface Calderon. I'm a serial entrepreneur in business and in entertainment. Shit, man, I'm a gatekeeper around this bitch. You hear me? I make things happen. I connect the dots. I dot the I's. I cross the T's. So listen, everybody who runs the city, everybody of any importance whatsoever, they know who I am. So if you don't know who I am,
you're nobody.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, everybody know who I am. You can ask anybody from Helliver to all the radio personalities, all the top DJs, all the top managers. There ain't nobody around this bitch who don't know who I am. Like, seriously, if they say they don't know who he is, they lying. Mm-hmm. They lying.
Okay, so let's get more into the gatekeeping thing. So let's talk about that. I want to ask you, what is the definition of a gatekeeper?
Well, let's start from point A when it comes to that. The controversy around the term gatekeeper in the city of Detroit over the last 4-5 months, it stems from a list called the Detroit Gatekeeper List that my man D, rest in peace, my man D, who his platform is called Mogul State of Mind on YouTube. He created a list of 15 of the most powerful behind the scenes people in Detroit's entertainment scene. At first, he was just doing a list every 3 years. He did a list 3 years ago, and he dropped another one this year. The one 3 years ago, it was a slight bit of controversy over it, but nothing major. This year, it was a polar opposite. People were upset. People questioned the validity of the list based on, even though he's from Detroit, doesn't live in Detroit anymore. And they just attacked the term gatekeeper. They went to pulling out the motherfucking dictionary. Mm-hmm. So shit, you ain't never look at a dictionary a day in your motherfucking life. Now they going out and putting the dictionary. So the gatekeeper list was just simply, let me just back up for a second. D's partner. Because a lot of
people was mad about that list.
Fuck them. Fuck their mama. Fuck their daddy. Fuck their kids too. The D put out the gatekeeper list. In order for you to understand, see, people tripping on the word or the term itself, but in order to understand the true intention of the list, you got to understand what was in his mind. His partner was Sean Cotton of Say Cheese. Mm-hmm. They shared the same multimedia complex in Dallas. Mm-hmm. So when you walked into a Say Cheese warehouse or compound in Dallas, on one side it was Say Cheese, on the other side it was Mogul State of Mind with D. And so when he created the list because Detroit is like more turned out than ever in terms of the rappers who have national exposure. And his concern is that we know who the rappers are. We know who the 42 Dougs, the Cash Kids, the Solid Babies, the Skillet Babies, the Vezes. We know who the Baby Trons. We know who the Baby Moneys are. We know who they are by name. We don't necessarily know the people behind the scenes who help make these young men and women, in some respects, a household name. So all he was trying to do with the list was try to garner some exposure for the people who, because behind every rapper, there's 2 or 3 people who were instrumental in making him who he is, right? Mm-hmm. So all he was trying to do was just shine some light on the people who worked tirelessly to help make these rappers what they are now behind the scenes. So that was his intention. Mm-hmm. People tripped on the term gatekeeper. They went to pulling out dictionaries, talking about what the gatekeeper.
A lot of people didn't make that list. Yeah. I know Ant Beats was on there acting a fool. He was like, I'm responsible for a lot of these rappers making it in the industry.
That's true. So let me say about this, right? The major question in my mind, it was a few people, when I talked to him, it was a few people who I would have put on the list, and there was a few people who I would took off. Mm-hmm. Ant Beast, I respect his body of work. I respect what he means to the city of Detroit. I respect what he means to just the hip hop culture as a whole. So if I would have been one of the tastemakers who helped curate the list, I would have put Ant Beats on that list. I would have put Smoke on that list as well, because even though he's not directly tied to music, he's Detroit has never seen anything like what Smoke has been able to accomplish. One person that big on the promoter side of things in terms of nightlife, it takes 5 or 6 guys to put their name on the flyer to get the same kind of results that Smoke get, right?
By himself.
So it was if you took issue with it, it could have been about who should have been on it. But the truth of the matter is, when people were asked about, well, who would you have taken off to put people on there, people were not necessarily courageous enough to kind of like say that, because they didn't want to like respectfully take a shot at somebody, or to kind of like, oh, you should be on that motherfucker, right? My thing is, if you saying who shouldn't be on it,
say it.
You should say who should. I mean, if you say who should be on it, should be on it. You should be able to say who shouldn't be on it. If you put Smoke on, who would take off?
Because it was some new people that just got in the game that haven't necessarily had the experience as far as years that I've seen on there.
It don't take years to do shit,
It don't.
bro.
Okay.
Let me give you an example. Baby Money,
I was just on.
he's a fucking rock star, right?
Right.
It is what it is.
His manager-
You have rappers who have been toiling for years and haven't been able to get to the point where Baby Money is right now. You feel what I'm saying? So does that mean because he ain't been rapping for 20 years that he shouldn't have the success that he has? Just because time is the element? Time ain't no factor, bro. If you come in the game and make a major impact and you really putting your foot down and you helping to spread the culture in a positive way, or even in a notorious way, I don't give a fuck what you're doing, then you should be considered. Time ain't got nothing to do with it, man. You got niggas been around this bitch forever managing motherfuckers and they never took a motherfucker nowhere.
That's true. I just met Neek, one of his artists, came on my podcast. He's a very stand-up guy. I like everything that he's doing over there with Kato and Skilla.
Neek was around one of the best people to ever do it. That's Pootie. You know what I'm saying? So Neek mentored under Pootie.
Oh,
And
okay.
he helped, Pootie helped teach Neek the game. So, that is what it is. It's a cheat sheet. It's a cheat code. You know what I'm saying? It's like you being next to one of the biggest managers in the world. When it comes to Detroit, it don't get no bigger than Pootie. It don't get more powerful or more impactful than Pootie in terms of the music business. You feel what I'm saying? You can't argue that Pootie is the king around this bitch. Simple as that. So Neek had the pleasure and had the opportunity of being next to Pootie and watching Pootie do what he do. So he was kind of like groomed up under his tutelage. So that just is what it is.
When you sit back and you watch the scene, the Detroit scene, do it feel good knowing that you a part of this with everything that's going on? From literally, Lil Yachty, he just on his podcast, he said like Vez is the biggest star in his eyes, and Vez is from our city. Like it made me feel good just knowing that they recognize us, and I'm saying us because I'm in the entertainment business as well.
Right.
And I know you have helped make your mark. I know you have helped numerous of people careers prosper. How does it feel to just sit back and watch everybody prosper and just get their flowers?
It's a good feeling because you have a broad cross section of artists who are like tasting experience. You don't just got one or two.
Yeah.
And we're past the days of the Big Seans and the Eminems being the only two like powerhouses, and then throw Days in there too. You have a broad cross section of artists who really eating and having their way and really putting on for the city. So in that respect, it's a beautiful situation, man. You have different flavors to choose from, and that's what the entertainment business is supposed to be all about. It ain't just one motherfucker controlling nothing like it was back in the day. You got motherfuckers doing their thing, handling their business, and then everybody ain't necessarily getting along, but you got motherfuckers having their way at this shit. Unlike any other time in the history of this city, you got artists who are superstars across the board, period.
I agree. I have a question for you. Since you really know about this and you're a professional at what you do, where do you think like Dope Boy Cash Out went wrong? Because they was a very talented group. Keith just actually dropped the freestyle on the radar, and he said something in his freestyle like, all these trash ass rappers getting signed. Why I haven't met Gazi yet? That's something that he said.
I ain't hear that, but that's what he said.
That's what he said.
I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Because Keith has always been outspoken and ill like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's a time and place for everything. It's as simple as that. Sometimes, I mean, as a whole, the sound, Detroit's sound, real sound, because Doughboy Cash Out was their sound was a representation of what was really going on with Detroit, right? So they are trailblazers in that way, and you got to respect the effort they put in. But it just wasn't Detroit town like that, man. It's kind of like you were born out of season. Y'all reached the apex of y'all career, and the world wasn't ready to embrace our sound yet. It's nobody's fault. You know what I'm saying? So when you see Keith make a statement like trash ass rappers getting embraced, that's gonna come across as jealousy and hate. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, you taking a shot at motherfuckers who it ain't their fault that they came along. They started to bubble in the right time in the right season. So when you make statements like that, man, all it does is just serves to alienate you from the people. So when it's time for people to work with you or want to work with you, they're going to remember
that you said that.
That you said that shit. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So you feel like it's a thin line between being outspoken and also just being like painted as like a hater?
No, ain't no thin line between that shit, man. It's with what you say and how you say it.
Okay.
And the intention behind. See, a lot of times, the art of communication is a lost thing. Black men especially have a hard time. That's why you have so many motherfuckers killing each other and beefing with each other, because a lot of this shit that motherfuckers get into it's about language. It's about people not knowing how to properly communicate, not knowing how to properly articulate their emotions. A lot of these niggas just operating out of emotions, and they coming with that. They're not tempering what they're saying. They're not measuring the impact of what they say. They're just saying this shit. And so when you say it, you gotta stand on it. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of this shit that motherfuckers get into it about, when it just comes like the infighting, the cat fighting in the hip hop business, bro, that shit ain't even worth the effort that motherfuckers putting into that shit. If it ain't no street shit where motherfuckers have really lost lives and really, suffered consequence, then a lot of that shit ain't worth even talking about. You know what I mean?
Yes, I agree with that. And then also, I was speaking to Neek. He got an artist named Rocket. He did an interview with your boy D,
Right.
Mogul State of Mind.
Oh, yeah. I think I was there. That was about 3-4 months ago. I think I was there when I came in.
He said something on there about how sometimes to make it, you got to deal with certain people that you don't want to deal with, like the gatekeepers. And
So let me, before you get to this, let's deal with the gatekeeper shit, right? In the music business and in every other form of entertainment, you have gatekeepers. So the word the word has a negative connotation, because the term gatekeeper simply means that somebody who stands at the gateway or at the doorway or at the precipice of something and who controls access into or out of something, right? So you have people who if gatekeeping ain't necessarily you just like stopping a motherfucker physically, right? No, if you were in a position of power or influence, what you say and how you say it about somebody, when you're asked about that somebody by somebody who can change somebody's life, how you communicate who that person is to the person who has access and power, that can change their perception of whether or not they want to work with that motherfucker or not, whether they think it's worth it or not. So motherfuckers, it always have been gatekeepers, man. Gatekeepers are motherfucking in control. If you believe in Christian theosophy, the way that it is propagated and presented, there's a gatekeeper standing at the gates of fucking heaven, bro, who gonna judge you according to your sins and all that, and they're gonna weigh that shit, and they're gonna make a determination whether you can come in there, motherfucker, or not. That's negative?
that's not negative.
All right, so listen, it's a negative and positive connotation to that shit. Motherfuckers went to hollering about pulling out the fucking dictionary. Nigga, since when you niggas pulling out dictionaries to define some shit? Since when you niggas start reading the dictionaries, what the fuck I want to know? Since when you motherfuckers start being able to, niggas articulate their dislike or displeasure about something according to whether they like it or not, according to how it affects them. That's some pussy shit. I don't agree with it.
And I agree. It'd be a lot of crime going on. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it'd be a lot of crime going on. 42 Doug did an interview with Wallow, and to piggyback off of what we were saying, he said he just want everybody to get along because
That ain't gonna happen.
But he said in fact,
it's a good pitch though.
Yes.
That's a positive message, and I appreciate Doug. I know Doug, right? So I appreciate the sentiment, because that's what he's supposed to say. Because when you really look at it, he had the opportunity to sit down and reflect on all that kind of shit. Dog, you were on the verge a couple of times of throwing your whole career away, or at least postponing it to the point to where it could have had a permanent effect, a negative effect on just your overall get down. You earned a living off of this shit, and a lot of this shit, I feel like a lot of this shit that he knows, he has the opportunity to reflect on that shit. You sit down and you watch the motherfuckers fuck over you, and you watch the motherfuckers trying to dictate and control your life when you a millionaire. That ain't easy. And so I think that he had the opportunity to reflect on it. I think he thought twice about how he was operating. And so ain't nothing wrong with him communicating that message that, hey, listen, hopefully motherfuckers will listen to him, because he's in a position of power, control, and influence. So, but it ain't gonna happen because niggas is niggas, and niggas gonna do nigga shit.
Because he was saying in the industry, that stop your bag. If
It
somebody
does.
fucking with me and I don't like you, they ain't gonna fuck with you. And Dirk
Right.
even said the same thing.
Right, it's true.
I was on the phone with Diego, directed by Diego, you know him?
dog.
And he was telling me the same thing. Like, I see you blowing up, and I just want you to know that a lot comes with that. It's gonna be people who don't want to work with you just for certain people being on your show.
Because you interviews her.
And I'm like, I just want to work.
Like me, they ain't gonna like you. You get Dawgface on there. You know what I'm saying? Tell me who they is. I send them whole ass niggas a dick pic.
Oh, wait. Okay, so I watch a lot of your content.
Right.
Let's get into it. What is your beef with Boosie? What's your beef with Boosie?
I don't have a beef with Boosie, right? Like I said before, Boosie provided the soundtrack to a lot of gangster shit. I'm a gangster nigga. So it ain't a hood nigga in America who didn't like Boosie's music unless you just didn't like Southern hip hop or Southern rap, right? So my issue is that Boosie has turned, he's not the same Boosie that we came up knowing and loving. You know what I'm saying? So in the hip hop business, bro, when you put a microphone in the motherfucker's face and he ain't rapping and he talking, you quickly discover these niggas dumb as a motherfucker. Put a microphone in the nigga's face and ask a nigga a question. It's type shit, right? So Boosie, he's allowed himself to be transformed into just a pussy ass nigga by Vlad TV. He ain't promoting nothing. He ain't got no album dropping. He ain't got nothing of substance to talk about. Vlad is just using him as a talking point, as a voice to kind of like communicate shit that's basically obvious. Nigga told him, motherfucker, that's obvious. When Boosie puts his stamp on it, when he expresses his opinion about it, what that does, it sends a shockwave through the hip hop community because of what he went through being on death row and all the shit he got charged with back in Baton Rouge when he got indicted. So when that happens, Vlad is only pulling him up there to interview him about that kind of shit because Vlad knows his history and he knows what his voice means to the hip hop community at large, right? It's allowing himself to be used as a puppet. My issue is, like, for example, Bottom Dollar a rat, Boston Richie a rat, motherfucker Gunner a rat, a couple of motherfuckers in YSL rats. He called Rollo a rat, right? He called motherfucking Terrence Gangster Williams a rat. He called a bunch of motherfuckers a rat on Vlad, right? They asked him about QCP. The nigga caught short-term fucking amnesia. You know why he caught that short-term amnesia?
Why?
Because he don't live in Baton Rouge no more, bro. He lives in Atlanta. And P is not just little ass P. P is one of the most powerful motherfuckers in entertainment business. Whether he told on the motherfucker or not, he's still a powerful motherfucker. He's still a force to be reckoned with. Boosie, you ain't from Atlanta. And when Vlad pressed him about it, he said, man, I don't even want to talk about that because if I say something about that, I ain't gonna have. If I express my true opinion about what I think and what I seen, what I know, I ain't gonna have no friends left. So what does that tell you? You ain't gonna have no. So you mean tell me you've been calling everybody else a rat? They ask you about QCP, you ain't gonna speak on it. You ain't gonna reveal. You ain't gonna expose your true feelings because if you do, you ain't gonna have no friends left. What does that say? You picking and choosing. And that's what the problem is. The problem is it's called selective gangsterism. You picking and choosing who you want to call a rat. You picking and choosing who you want to boss up on. You picking and choosing who you want to give your opinion about. Example, T.I. When Boosie was in prison, T.I. was looking out for him. Sending him money, helping him with a bunch of different shit. When he came out of prison, when Boosie came out of prison, T.I. wasn't even rapping no more. T.I. was in the movies. Motherfuckers ain't using they right? T.I. started doing shows again as a way to help rebuild, just above and beyond him coming out of prison. He started doing shows with Boosie. As Boosie articulated, he said, my kids grew up with T.I. His younger kids grew up with T.I.'s younger kids. The story about T.I., when he asked him about T.I., like, I believe T.I. a rat. I believe he did it, blah, blah, blah.
Because the story was he told on his cousin because his cousin was dead. So that's what it was. And Boosie said, it don't matter if he dead or not, you weren't supposed to tell. So that was the story behind it.
It's a couple of different stories. That whole thing, that shit was 10 plus years ago. So it's not like that Boosie was unaware of the allegations lodged against T.I. It wasn't like he was unaware of that shit. That shit happened in motherfucking Cincinnati, when the tour bus got shut up, his cousin got killed, right? And motherfuckers saying that T.I. came to court and testified and pointed out the motherfuckers who supposedly, allegedly did the shooting. And then when he caught the gun case, nigga get caught with all them hammers, and all kinds of military grade shit, and then getting no time for real. You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers was suspicious about that shit too, right? But nevertheless, it ain't no hardcore paperwork pointing out that the motherfucker was a rat. So, but the allegations were already there. So, Boosie, you knew about the allegations years ago. You know, how do you not know? You know about all these other motherfuckers, but you don't know about T.I., who you talk to and see every fucking day. You let Vlad walk you into that shit.
And he fell for it.
Absolutely.
Because at the end of the day, y'all like brothers. Y'all kids play with each other. If you was going, because you know he shot it down with QCP. He could have shot it down for his brother. Like, I don't know.
He motherfucking could have done that. Listen, if you're going to give a motherfucker a pass and you're going to get to hollering about you don't know, you do that, or you reserve that, you say that for the motherfucker who looked out for you while you was in prison, whose kids and your kids grew up together.
That's why I would have gave the pass,
too. That's how I gave yeah.
Not P, but like you said, P powerful. He don't want nothing to get stopped that he got going on. That's what it was.
Boosie independent. He always screaming that he's independent. He ain't signing to nobody. His music going to get a cult following. Ain't nothing that QCP could do to stop him from doing motherfucking thing, right? But he didn't pause on expressing how he felt because he thought that P could stop him. He said why he paused. He said, I ain't gonna talk about that because if I do, I ain't gonna have no friends left. So what that means is motherfuckers know what's up, but they ain't gonna say shit about it because of whatever reason. So that's what it is.
It's a couple different.
So that's some pussy shit. Now, if you gonna call a spade, call it. Nigga, don't be picking and choosing who you gonna call a rat because you think a nigga ain't got no squad. P is different because P got quality control. And look at all the artists he signed to quality control. You in his city. So you can't just be flat out the handle about that shit. Example, Rollo came home. He ain't said, you ain't all that old machismo shit he was on, all that buffed up ass, nigga rat, nigga fuck, nigga I'm standing on shit.
It was mute.
Right now. Mute right now.
And I know you're a very blunt person, but I also, like with the whole Boosie thing, do you feel like it's a time and place for everything? What if he felt like I'm not going to trick myself out of my spot? Because you could say certain things and it hinders you. And it stop your business, it stop your bag, it stop you from taking care of your kids versus, damn, I should have just been quiet right there.
Well, I mean, listen, so I'm a YouTuber now, right? And I have, we can roll what you say. I have bit my tongue in terms of not reporting on shit, not speaking on shit, because I know the people who are involved with the artists. You know what I'm saying? So if a nigga dead ass wrong, I'm on his ass. Right? If he dead wrong, I'm on his ass. But for the most part, I try to be as funny but as responsible as I can with what I say about a motherfucker. It may not seem like that, but man, it's a bunch of motherfuckers that can light their motherfucking ass on fire around this bitch. Niggas nervous about what Dawgface got to say. It's a fact. Yeah, so yeah, you do temper, you do measure what you say about a motherfucker according to how cool you are with a motherfucker or how involved you are with a motherfucker, and that's why I got a problem with the whole T.I. Boosie shit. If you was gonna measure what you gonna say, if you gonna hush up, that's what you should have hushed up on, nigga. You should have hushed up on the T.I. business.
He forgave him.
We talking about on the surface because that's what you're supposed to do as a bigger man.
Okay.
Right? But let me say this, right? When Boosie said what he said about T.I., T.I. immediately took to Instagram like, my nigga, he called him. He wasn't answering the phone. So what he did was he delivered a message to him on Instagram. My nigga, pull up. I was just saying that shit, making an example. Hit up Headwork right here. You want to see it? You misinformed. I don't know what you talked about, but pull up. We family. He didn't pull up on Dog. T.I. seen him at the airport.
Okay, that's what happened.
He never did. So me and you cool. I hear something about you, or I decide I want to say something about you. I say it. You call me and say, Dog, nigga, that was some shit you could have called me on. You gonna go on that bitch and air me out with that cracker? That ain't how that shit go.
Yeah.
That's some weak shit. He had to catch him at the airport.
And when you said cracker,
I mean
feel like
hey, let me tell you something. My grandma from Alabama. My mama from Alabama. It's cracker. We niggas, they crackers.
Yes,
This week, Donald Trump was his president.
I had to get.
You hear me?
I had
So
to
don't
get
get all sensitive. You hear me?
I had to get on my mom's head because my mom is my nanny.
Uh-huh.
And when my daughter came back to me, she was like, "Mama, that go a hunky."
Right.
I said,
What's
"You ain't
wrong?
get that from nobody but your grandma."
That's right. Go Granny. Go Granny. Go Cracker, Hunky, Peckerwood, Hillbilly. You gonna be a nigga? Take your ass to Mississippi. Take your ass. See, up here, up north, white people who hold racist views, they don't use it. They ain't out unless they catch you slipping. Take your ass down south below the Mason-Dixon line, and you's gonna be a big lip, big nose nigga.
Yeah, a nigger.
Yeah,
with
with
the
ER. Yeah, at least black people try to be. When we say hunky, bro, what? Okay, listen. When you say hunky to a white person, does that mean you were enslaved? Does that mean your family was raped and abused and kidnapped and molested and destroyed and burned at the stake? That means that Jim Crow segregation had a negative impact on white people? What does the term cracker or hunky really mean? It don't mean shit. The term nigga means everything.
It means
bro.
everything.
It means everything. So I understand when people say, well, if you don't want to be called something negative, then why are you? First of all, you crackers been getting away with murder for years, bitch. We call y'all a few crackers, a few hunkies here and there. You ain't gonna crack. Y'all still in control of everything.
Y'all still in control of
Me
everything.
calling you a cracker, hunky,
change
ain't gonna
nothing.
stop nothing. You still in control of everything.
Everything. So let me just get my one off real quick. Okay, like Valet,
Who?
Valet TV. What's his real name?
Vlad TV.
Vlad. I'm sorry,
Right.
Vlad. So he gets a lot of heat because people says that this is our culture. You need to get permission to be a part of this, and they give Kid L the same heat. They give Kid L the same heat, and I read the comments and everything. How do you feel about that? Do you feel like other races should be able to come and comment on what's going on with our culture? Because you know, me and Kid L, I guess we podcast beefing right now.
I seen it, and I have messaged you.
You messaged me. I took it down when you messaged me.
I ain't know if you took it down or not. I ain't
I
go back
did.
and look. Yeah.
I did. When you was like, give him a break, I deleted it. But I feel like, why are you so sensitive about what I said when you give your unwanted opinion all the time? Like, Payroll posted something on Twitter. He was like, I'm so tired of people pitting other Detroit artists against each other when Detroit are already a cutthroat ass city. If y'all gonna put artists against each other, put us against somebody that's out of town. So Kid L came and made a comment, a whole video. He said, listen, I'm a blogger myself. We say positive shit about y'all all the time, and y'all never, it don't even get a like.
Comment.
But when we say something negative, here y'all come crying. Nobody blocked you when you said that, Kid L. Payroll didn't ask you to comment on him. So all I said was, hey, you complaining about these people coming on your podcast saying anything is because if you allow somebody to pay you to come on your platform, Dawgface, they get to come on there and do whatever they want to do. I pick my people. I know you. From what you put on the internet, from top to bottom, I can tell you from when you first started doing YouTubing to what you're doing now. I can tell you because I watched you for days. I studied you for days. So why is me saying if you allow somebody to come on your podcast and they say anything, you're gonna turn your podcast into a goofy platform?
I mean, so listen, I don't have a problem. I didn't have a problem with what you said.
It was I said it out loud.
No.
Okay.
Hey, listen, we live in a open air, open market world. So you have the right to say what you want to say, especially if you can articulate why it is you're saying what you're saying. I can respect that. I wasn't mad at you because you said it. It's one of them kind of things. I fuck with Kid L, and I have a different take on him, but that doesn't mean my take has to be your take on him, right? So I didn't have an opportunity to really sit down or call you and chop it up with you like we chopped it up about that. I was like, I don't even follow up with it. I just like give him a break. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you for doing that.
Because I respect your opinion. You're
No,
very smart.
I mean, so I'm all right. Right? So my take on Kid L, right? So the whole culture vulture thing is what we talked about, right?
Do you feel like he should have the right to
it's
speak
how you
on
use
anything? Okay.
It's how you use the platform that you have.
Yeah.
It's how you use the access to the urban community. It's how you use that access. If you're not so hip hop is not just a black thing, even though it was born out of blackness. It's not just a black thing anymore. It's not just a monolithic thing that's just exclusively to our thing anymore. Hip hop is a worldwide phenomenon. You got motherfuckers in China Get niggas in Bangladesh rapping. So, but I get it. How I determine who a culture vulture or not is how you utilize the access that we give you, because we give you access. Boosie is giving Vlad TV access, and anybody else outside of our culture.
Okay.
But when motherfuckers say the culture vulture shit, man, the biggest culture vultures are people who look just like me and you. Negative aspects of the hip hop culture now, right? Besides motherfuckers feeding off of it, of course we know you got different nationalities, different races of people who feed off of it, but that's because we allow them to do that. If you are a community of people and you are allowing people to come to provide goods and services to you, and they are getting rich and becoming wealthy off of your back, that's your fault.
That's your fault.
When you go, like for example, to Georgia, right? In some of the most affluent neighborhoods in Georgia, you will see you have Indians have moved in the subdivisions, right? Not the bow and arrow,
The
forked tongue Indians. I'm talking about the Indians from India, right? It's 12 niggas in the house, 12 people in the house, all pulling their resources, all working together, right? Black people, when the kids still live in the same households with the parents and the grandparents have a role to play. So when the parents go to work or they go or when they go to work in their businesses, the grandparents are taking care of the kids go to school. The kids respect the grandparents and shit like that. So they all working together because they understand the ultimate goal or the end game is for the whole family to prosper and move forward. Black people, we eat our own kids.
Yes,
As soon as your kid gets 17, 18, you ready to put the motherfucker out in the street and send him into the world. Most of these kids are not equipped. You got motherfuckers who 25, 26 years old, they're not really equipped because they haven't been reared and schooled enough to really be out there. Motherfucking black kids out there bumping their head on shit. So that's why you see a bunch of this shit, because for one, as black people, we don't really even properly train our children. We certainly don't properly educate them. We let the white man and the white man's curriculum train our kids, and when they graduate from the high school, a high school diploma in Detroit don't mean shit. They wipe your ass with that motherfucker, you hear me? It ain't equipped.
Or like for the guys that's like in the streets, like the big homies, they let them raise them.
Hey, listen, most of them big homie niggas be some bitch ass niggas. Them niggas ain't no big homies. Them niggas be some old ass, hoe ass niggas. You feel me? A lot of them niggas who call it, let me get back to the culture vulture shit before I get on the big homie shit. The culture vulture shit is how you use your access. Vlad has misused his access to the black community based on the kind of things that he always propagate. He going, when he get Boosie up there, and then now we know the Boosie's a paid informant for Vlad.
We just found that. We just found that out.
$40K a show. So he lined you up. So like I just watched the whole thing when he asked him about Dwight Howard. Hey Boosie, blah 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 blah. Oh, you got the jersey on. Why you ain't got no Dwight Howard jersey on? Knowing that the whole homosexual allegations just hit the flow. He just walked you into that shit like a prosecutor walks a state witness into providing information against a motherfucker. He walked, and Boosie laughing and grinning, skin and grin like Chicken George ass nigga. He keeps walking him into talking about the motherfucker, right? That's what he do. So that's some hoe ass shit. So it's how you use your access is what determines whether you're a gatekeeper or not. Kid L, the reason why I'm saying that he's not a culture vulture, and the reason why I'm saying that he has not violated the terms and conditions of the access that has been granted to him, because, man, Kid L then interviewed a lot of motherfuckers who the other platforms wouldn't fucking touch. You know what I'm saying? So he is one of the most recognizable faces in pop. I travel across the country and motherfuckers know who Kid L is. He don't even know what kind of impact he has outside of metropolitan Detroit, but he has one. And you don't see Kid L trying to line motherfuckers up with beef questions. You see, if he comments on something, if a motherfucker come on the show and say what they got to say, you don't really see Kid L feeding and it trying to instigate or stoke flames on this shit. No, he let a motherfucker talk, because if I come on here and say some ill shit about motherfucker, ain't nothing you can really do except cut the episode and don't air it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And that's just what it is. But if you are in the world of podcasting, you are a social commentator. So it's your job to commentate. It's your job to pontificate. It's your job to speak on all the shit that is urban or that's related to the kind of platform that you have. It's your job. Or you derelict in your responsibility as an authority on this shit.
And I agree. So hopefully I could get him on my podcast. My team is actually in the works of talking to him to get him on here. So let's talk about it.
I
Like,
call it.
ain't no point in blocking me. Let's talk about it on my show.
I call it.
I want to
I call
know
it.
what's going on.
We can make it happen. I put it together. I call it.
So when you beef with niggas, you send them dick pics.
Yeah, I do.
What's that about? Like,
Okay, so listen. So watch this, right? Y'all can laugh. Go ahead. Look, he laugh like a motherfucker. He laugh like a motherfucker. Like, what? What you doing? Nigga be doing what? Nigga, wow, boy. So watch this, right? So I'm going to look you in your eye when I talk about this, right? So I'm gonna take this out. So we're gonna make sure. So let me help you here, right?
okay.
So in black culture, there are a couple of things that you can say to a person or do to a person that will take you to the point of no return in terms of whether we're gonna have a conflict or not. You and I can have some words, so me and that young man right there can have some words, and depending on what it is, and depending on how I say it and how I word it, we can come back from even the most heated argument, right? But there are certain things that I'm sure that he's going to have an issue with and be ready to fight about, right? You call him a bitch. Oh, come on, that's automatic. You know what I'm saying? You call him a rat. Like, rat? What, nigga, what you, because that shit, it carries weight with it. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers judge you and look at you different when you get that label on you, right? Motherfuckers call you a sissy. Now, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers be hurling insults at motherfuckers just because they angry and upset, right? Trying to provoke a motherfucker or just trying to humiliate a motherfucker. I get it, right? So rat, a sissy, and a bitch. That's the three worst things you can really call a black man. White people, not so much. But you call a black man a rat, a bitch, and sissy, them fighting words. We gonna fight, motherfucker, because bitch, you done went too far with this shit, right? I have discovered that me calling a nigga a rat, a bitch, and a sissy, that shit is not enough. Right? It ain't enough. It's not enough. I'm trying to
It's not
listen.
enough for
No,
you.
because okay, listen, right? Oh, Dawgface, you don't want no trouble? Well, I called you a bitch. And I said you a bitch since your mama a bitch. Your daddy a bitch, your kid a monkey, you a monkey, your kid's ugly, your mama's a whore, and that still ain't enough, right? So when niggas see me, I done called you a rat,
Sorry, I
fag,
can't
sister,
stop
your mama's a
laughing.
whore. Oh, it's okay, because it's shit funny. I ain't mad at you, right? Let me tell you something, right? Let me tell you how this goes. So I want you to know that I don't like you. I want to take whatever we have beyond the point of no return. When I send you a picture of my cock on swole, and I got 11.5-inch dick. My daddy was Jamaican, my shit like this, right? When I grease that bitch up, boom, take a picture, bitch. Here you go, bitch. Surprise, bitch, right? So when you see my dick, you open it up, oh, the cock. Lord, right? So I'm thinking, ain't you mad? As a man, you ain't mad?
I'm
Motherfucker
about to
send you a
kill
picture
you.
of their dick, you ain't mad?
I'm killing you.
How about you? It's fighting words, right? Listen, but see, motherfucker, man, you a bitch, blah, blah, blah. You a hoe, oh, nigga, whatever, bro, get the fuck on. But when you take that step, it ain't supposed to be nothing to talk about, but guess what these niggas do?
They want to see why you see your dick.
No, no. They go to social media. Dawgface sent me a picture of his cock. That's like, I take a brick of crack, a brick of raw from you. I take 20 bowls of weed from you, and you go on. So you a nigga. You go on social media. Dawgface took 20 bowls from me.
You was
What? So you ain't. So
you ain't gonna stand on that business? You on here talking?
yeah, since we on some gangster shit, right? So when I send you a picture of my cock, it's not a dick. It's a cockosaurus Rex, right? When I send you a picture of my fucking cock, I'm thinking that you ready to fight and kill. That's what I'm thinking. Because any rational, reasonable nigga, oh, bitch, oh, no, bitch, it's up there, right? But these niggas running social media. Guess what? What? Dawgface struck again. He just sent 35 niggas pictures of his dick. Oh, Dawgface had? No.
So have you ever bumped into somebody
Yes.
in public?
Yes, hell yeah.
Did they do anything to you? Because I seen you fight two people in the club.
Listen, did they do anything to me?
Did they?
The guys I got to fight the club, listen.
Did you send them your cock?
Yes. And they wanted to fight about it. I respect them.
Okay.
Bitch, let's fight, bitch. When they saw me, we was at Delmar. And we was at Delmar. When they seen me, they approached me. They ain't hold their heads. 5 of them, no. 5 of them. You seen the video, ain't no, right? And they were like, and now I'm cool with everybody except the main little bitch nigga who was involved with that shit, right? Shout out to all them Ipsy boys, because that's really who it was, who I got into that altercation with, right? Motherfuckers approached me and was like, I'm in the booth just doing my thing on my
Boss shit.
yeah, you know how fresh as a motherfucker around this bitch and that bitch. I ain't had no plan on fighting and scuffling with no nigga. You remember that bitch fresh as shit, you hear me? I'm gonna show you the outfit I had on that night so you can say, oh yeah, dog, well, I ain't come for that.
I'm gonna put it up here.
I came for the whores. I ain't come for no fighting. It's a difference, right? So when I looked around, motherfucker like man, they give me this. I look, I see 5 niggas like bowling ball pins lined up, right? So I walk to the edge. I'm like, what's up? They're like, what's up? They were like, we trying to see what's up with all that shit you was talking. I said y'all some bitch ass niggas. That's what I said. Suck my dick again, right? So they finna say something else, but in my mind, I'm already lining you up, right? Yes. So while they was finna say something else, I just took off on the motherfucker. So that's what happened. You
went like, how you learn how to fight Security so good?
Me.
I'm talking about you went nuts in there. I saved the videos on my phone.
I got 3 older brothers. I'm the youngest of 4 boys. I'm a fight motherfucker. See, I ain't no young nigga. So I don't drink, smoke. I don't use drugs. Right? I don't eat pork. I'm in good motherfucking physical condition. These young niggas, I ain't never worried about them. You know why? Them niggas just eat pork, drink lean, pop pills, smoke weed. And that weed ain't your granddad's weed. That is some dope. They smoke dope ass weed. They can't do 10 push-ups, they belly hanging over their pants. They can't keep an erection. Then you can't even fuck your bitch right, which is why your bitch is in my DM sending me tit pics. You know what I'm saying? Because I be talking that shit, and bitches really love the way I be like swinging that axe around that bitch. And then, look, these niggas, so I had a female call me and say, this nigga showed me, he said, good, look, this nigga Dawgface sent me a picture of his dick. And she looked, it's like, what you mean? You telling me that he sent you a picture of his dick and you ain't in the county jail right now. So that's my whole point. I seen you picture of my dick. What we talked about when you see me?
Nothing.
Listen, I post everywhere I'm going. I swear I do. When I have a flyer, when I'm booked for anything, you know I post.
You post.
I post.
If you got a podcast,
I'm posting.
You post.
Right? So if you got a problem with me, right?
Push up.
So I'm sending you a picture of my dick. But I'm also dropping my location too. So if you have a genuine problem with what I'm doing, right? See, these niggas, I am discovering. I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm making an announcement right now. I am done with sending you niggas because I have discovered a lot of you niggas got little secret, like little cock sucking ass shit in y'all motherfucking history. You know, y'all been touched and abused. You know what I'm saying? So when I see you niggas a dick pic, you niggas ain't offended. You niggas is excited. So I'm gonna stop right now. As of today, I'm gonna try to find something else because that ain't work. Even that's not working. I see a picture of my dick. You still want to fight. So this is my last. Listen, the last nigga who got a picture of my dick. You know who you is, bitch ass nigga. I just sent it to you this morning. I sent you a picture of my cock this morning. That's why. And then the nigga reported the shit. And I seen him in my dick. He was talking, oh, nigga, I fuck. Look at my dick. Here, bitch, here. Look, fight that dick, bitch. What you do, wrestle with that dick. Wrestle that dick down the ground, bitch. Put that dick in the head, lock you whole ass, nigga. The nigga reported the DM, and then now I'm restricted. I can't comment until the 28th. Yes. I just lost my page. I can't comment until the 28th. I can't go live until tonight. No, tonight. They give me 1 day suspension because it's my new page.
Okay.
It's my new page. So, yeah, I ain't saying you bitch ass nigga no dick. You niggas getting sexually aroused.
You gotta find something else. You gotta go home and think about what you gonna do.
No, I'm gonna send their mama a dick pic.
Ooh,
that ain't gay.
No,
is it?
not their mama. You gotta send their bitch.
I don't want.
They tender. They be ready to kill.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
They ready
and I'm
to
more
kill.
likely to find out who their bitch is than their mama because they don't post their ugly ass mama with the hair on her chin. Yeah. Right. I'm coming for your hoe.
Okay, so you made a comment. You said that these niggas is more like Saucy Santana than Big Meech. And what made you say that?
Because these motherfuckers are super hyper emotional.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Whenever these motherfuckers say something, okay, just go to social media. Why did I say that? It's like.
So do you feel like these new niggas is zesty?
zesty, spicy,
Sassy.
tangy. It's a new one. Zesty, spicy, tangy. The first of all, black men are way too sensitive and way too emotional now, right? A lot of the shit that we see that's happening, and this is on a serious note, a lot of the problems that we have, a lot of things that we experience, a lot of the beefs, and a lot of the loss of life that we suffer. Because if I kill somebody, I'm affecting not just them, I'm affecting their family too. So on the serious side of things, bro, they need to get out their feelings. You know what I'm saying? But that comes because there's a breakdown of male presence in the black community. So a lot of young boys get raised, a lot of young black males get raised by the female element of their family. So they don't really. And black single mothers do a good job, fantastic job of
Raising black men.
But however, black boys, they need mentoring, they need instruction, they need to see, because he's a man. So he's going to grow into a man. He needs to see how a man operates, what a man does. A lot of these young guys right now, they don't even know they're supposed to open the door for a woman. Because they've never been taught that training, that conditioning. As a single black mother, you gotta. There's other things you have to incorporate into raising your kid other than spoiling them.
I was just gonna say that.
Right?
Even moms that's not single, why moms be spoiling their boys?
Yeah, no.
I tell mama all the
Make it
time,
earn.
She spoiled. It's 9 of us, same mama, same daddy. My mama and my daddy been together since they've been 5 years old. We all stair step. We all a year apart. I tell mama all the time, mama, you spoil them. You was way tougher on the girls than you still spoil them. I think it's just a thing.
Well, see, mothers are always closer to their sons than their daughters. That's just the way it is. I don't know about any other
She
culture.
runs to their rescue all the time. Still right now. Today,
She'll put
in
y'all
adult
ass
life.
out at 16.
Hello.
Them niggas be 25 in the basement playing
they
video
can,
games.
I remember when they could have company and we couldn't have no company.
Hell no, you can't have no. And I agree with her on that. I agree with you. Whatever you gonna do up in here. You my daughter. What you doing? You finna get boinked in my joint? No, you ain't boinked in this bitch.
It is crazy because moms, like you said, the males, they really do be needing their fathers.
Yeah.
My boyfriend tell me all the time, like, I ain't have a father. Like, everything I learned from
Figuring it out on our own. The streets.
Yes.
The streets are in the urban community. The streets are our fathers, and all the negative shit that's in the streets become our role models. And a lot of shit that we are exposed to, a lot of that shit is some fuck shit, like the OG shit we talking about. A lot of these, just because you old don't mean you the OG. Just because you 40, 45, 50 years old, that don't make you no OG. You can be an old bitch ass, hoe ass nigga. That don't mean shit.
Yes, I agree because my boyfriend, he has a brother and that could be his daddy because he was born when he was born, his big brother was 21 years old. So they're like 21 years apart.
Right.
And he was just like, I be trying to tell him to talk to him all the time. I'm like, just talk to him. Like, they don't get along at all. Like, he don't go to no family functions or nothing. He was like, no, because everything I learned that in the streets, and he could have taught me.
Yeah, so that builds resentment.
And he was like,
and he didn't. So he remembers that. You hear me?
yes, and he won't let it go. He was like, it's a lot of shit I did out there that I regret, and I didn't have to do that if he would have just
Schooled me.
Yeah.
Pulled my coat to it. Put me to side. Gave me some game.
Yes. So he don't mess with his big brother at all. So I somehow, some way talked him into talking to him this new year. So this gonna be their first time talking since he did his 2-year sentence in prison, and hopefully it go good. But it goes back to what you said. A lot of males, youngest, do not know right from wrong, or they don't have that father figure, so they just be out here lost.
Yeah,
Honestly.
a lot of motherfuckers be lost. So let me speak on the situation you just. So listen, so once you discover that life could have been easier with the right amount of knowledge, right? Once you discover that the people who you were raised around, as an adult, you start to reflect back on all the shit that happened or didn't happen. You can see what was supposed to happen versus what did happen versus what could have been different. So when he starts to calculate all that shit in his mind, and he comes to the conclusion that shit, man, I bumped my head and you ain't really give me the game, that builds a level of resentment. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of motherfuckers who consider themselves the OGs or the older people, just period, elderly or elders, or just I'm older than you, so therefore you must listen to me. My nigga, I ain't gonna listen to you if you ain't did nothing to help rear me, guide me, influence me, train me, protect me. If I had to go learn this shit in the street, what the fuck I need you for? So therefore you can't claim rank on me, my nigga, because you older than me, because you didn't you being older than me didn't translate to you schooling me.
Exactly.
So it's motherfucking, especially if you be trying to be critical about the decisions I made. How you gonna be critical about the decisions I made?
Yes.
When you ain't
Oh
do
my God,
shit
you
to try
hitting
to thwart that shit.
You hitting it on the nose.
Kind of smart. That's why I
Yes.
be hitting that shit on the nose.
It's crazy because Hell of a said that on Off the Porch interview. Because like I told you, I watched everything that involved you.
Right.
Hell of a said the interviewer asked Hell of a to describe you. He was like, well, I mean, people may say he a cussing crazy motherfucker, but he not that to me. He's very smart. He have friends all over the world. He's a nice person to be around. So it just depends on who's asking. You know, to me, I think you're very smart as well. But to other people, they may say, oh, you interviewing Dawgface, he crazy. You know, like.
Hey, listen, I didn't know you from a can of paint. I didn't have any desires to be on your platform for an interview, none of that kind of shit. When I saw you doing your thing, right? I didn't jump in your DM trying to fuck, none of that kind of shit. I followed you. I jumped in. I said, "Hey man, try this, try that." And
free game.
I didn't just say try this, try that. I was like, "Hey, listen, this is the way that this whole thing is going. This whole space, the whole YouTube space is traveling in this direction. So do what you do, but start to incorporate X, Y, and Z to like exemplify who you are. We ain't giving no game away for these bitch ass niggas.
We not.
I didn't jump in your DM trying to fuck. I didn't jump in your talk crazy. I didn't lead into it by saying one thing and then bait and switch. Then try to. I didn't know who your dude was. You know what I'm saying? The average nigga gonna jump in your DM and be on that tip, right? I'm like, oh, you doing you? Because the whole thing is, another thing is black men. You ain't gotta fuck everything, bro. There are black women who are better served and are better positioned in your life when it's just some friendship. You ain't gotta fuck everything. So just relax, you little horny toad ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, somebody helped me, like D from Muggle State of Mind, he gave me free game. Nobody from Michigan gave me a motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? He's from Michigan originally, but he been living in Dallas since he left the NFL. He gave me all the game I needed to be successful, and he passed away about a month and a half ago. But he did more for me. And entertainment business is cutthroat.
Yes.
A lot of times motherfuckers don't give free game. They say they do, but that shit ain't no game. It ain't no serviceable shit that we can use to really elevate or push ourselves forward. Let me tell you something, man. Motherfuckers know me from a can of paint, gave me all the game in the world. And now, listen, I went from 724 subs to 15,000 subs.
To 15,000
in 30 days.
And your reels do like 1,500, 2,400. Okay, so I like that. So you was telling me you have to be careful who you turn up. Because you have to be really careful.
A lot of these niggas are snakes, they leeches. You know what I'm saying? You be careful about other podcasters.
Yes.
You be careful about other YouTube influencers. Because a lot of times motherfuckers have nothing. It gotta be you give, I give, you take, I take. No, it can't be just me giving and then you taking. That ain't gonna work. You know, so you gotta watch these motherfuckers because these motherfuckers it's entertainment. So they're gonna operate with the same kind of eye that motherfuckers in entertainment operate.
Yes.
They're gonna use you.
Yes.
So you be careful about that shit.
Until they can't use you no more.
Be careful. Anybody, like, if you don't know them, ask me. I'm gonna tell you, fuck them.
I agree. No, for real. I'm very particular about who come on the podcast. So people may say that you brag a lot because you always posting your jewelry, your watches, your $100,000 this, your $100,000 that. How do you? Are you a bragger or like why do you post? Why do you post all your expensive things?
I don't post all of my expensive things. What you see is just, you know, the iceberg. 90% of the iceberg is underwater. The part of the iceberg that you see, that's just the tip. 90% of the iceberg you can't see because it's submerged in water. I don't post all the things I do. I have companies that produce hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. I never talk about them because my behavior as Dawgface doesn't coincide, and I don't want my businesses to be prejudiced because I'm on some ill shit, on some goofy ass social media shit. You feel me? So I don't post all. I got cars. I don't post all my cars. Oh, you post this, post that. That ain't all my shit. If you know me, like I talked to you when I was in Atlanta.
You was in Atlanta with your family, sitting comfortable.
Yeah,
grandkids walking all in.
Yeah, all that shit. And I moved my entire family down there. Everybody get their own houses, everything. You know what I'm saying? So I moved my entire fucking family down there. Everybody is living in gated, secured communities. So I don't post my kids' houses. I post my house because bitch, you can't get in it. Bitch, they got the police. That nigga ain't. Where your ID at? You think I'm bullshit? Look. You think I'm bullshit? Bitch, if you ain't got one of these,
You can't get in.
You ain't got one of them.
You can't get in.
You hear me? See that?
Ooh.
You can't bitch, get police, security. This nigga got an old car. It ain't no old school.
You can't.
This nigga got a 2007.
You can't.
He got a 17. He don't belong in this community.
He don't believe it.
He got a 17. You got a 17. Nobody. You got
What
a
is you doing
17.
here?
What are you
This
doing
a
here?
multi-million-dollar neighborhood.
Yeah, what are you doing here? You got 2017, bro. I'm suspicious of you. Security, come get this nigga out of here. This nigga out of here.
And like you said, social media that's just what it is. You have to know how to use it and get up off of it. Because right now, I am blocked from going live for 181 days.
Wow, what got you?
Man, arguing in the comments.
Arguing with the comments, y'all. Right now, I'm of the opinion that don't block my comments, then, bitch.
Hello.
Don't block my live. If I'm wrong in the comments, then block my comment. My comments get blocked. You think I'm bullshit? Watch this. Bitch ass niggas, hoe ass, bitch ass niggas. Now watch this. Let me just pick some shit. Okay, what was this? Pay sleeves. So watch this. Oh my God. So watch this. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna do fire. Watch this.
Oh, you can't comment. How many days? Oh,
7.
Yeah,
7 days.
until the 28th. You cool though.
Yeah. Well, watch this. So they get me arguing with old bitch ass, bummy ass, fuck ass, hoe ass nigga.
Yeah, bitch worried about me.
So listen, that's the new ratting.
Leave me alone.
No. The new social media ratting is that niggas will provoke you on purpose, and then when you respond,
they report it.
And it be the gangster niggas doing the motherfucking reporting on you.
Yes.
You hear me? Watch this.
Because you went so hard one day.
Watch this.
Or they won't let you do it.
All right, here, so let me see what I got. Ends on the 20th. Only is on the 22nd.
It ends on the 22nd. That's because your page new. You can't go live for one day. Yeah. That's what it said at the top.
Right. But see, I know better than that. Let's lost my page.
Listen.
Right.
Listen,
I'm just gonna go on YouTube and just talk about niggas.
Listen, I said I was done with arguing with them. They
come
fucking with me.
What's your sign?
They come calling me black bitches. Aquarius.
Oh, you gonna argue a motherfucker to death? No, you go Aquarius. You the most stubborn motherfucker on the face of this planet.
Guess what? I've been applying. I've been applying what you've been texting me. So guess what? I done locked in 3 brand ambassador
so you gotta
deals.
be careful about how you don't want to take away your ability to promote the game.
Now when me and you drop this, I can't even collab with you because they took my collab.
For how long?
For 30 days.
Damn.
I'm hurt about
on both your pages.
Nope. Not the page that got 2,000. I'm gonna use that one, but still, like I'm hurt about that. I work so hard, and like you said, we try to do the right thing. We try to get out the streets and make our money legit, and we got motherfuckers throwing us off. So that just go back to say that social media shit is
okay. So let's make a pledge between me and you. Okay. We family, right? No more argument because one, we'll beat their ass. So if you ain't trying to I don't know. It's hard.
No, it's hard.
It's hard for me not to.
Because there's only so many I could delete. It's like I done deleted 15 and y'all still coming. And then I go on your page, you a fat black bitch with bifocals on. All your pictures is from the neck up. Your face look like you got eczema on it.
Right.
It's like, leave me the fuck alone. And then when I call you.
You just went so helly right there. I can see why you blocked your ass. You just went so fucking, you just spazzed out. So you put that shit together quick too. That's the east side in you.
Bitch, leave me alone. I didn't say shit to you. Leave me alone. And then now you done reported me.
Okay, so let's make a pledge between me and you. Because we both two fire brands, right? We're not going to argue with a motherfucker. We're not going to let a motherfucker take us off our square because we have something to lose. The most niggas you arguing with, they don't have nothing to lose. They don't have no brand. They don't have no sponsorships. They don't have none of that kind of shit. So when I got blocked or when I got banned, I said, damn, I can't afford this shit because I got other shit going on.
All them that podcast tour that you just went on.
Yeah, I can't afford that shit. So you bitch ass, hoe ass niggas. You cocksucking bitch ass, sneaker bar eating ass niggas. Your mama's a whore, and your daddy's a sissy, right? Your kid's ugly as a motherfucker. Mine's ain't, so we ain't got to go there. You're a broke ass bitch, and you ain't got no money. You suck my cock. You hear me? Today was the last day you gonna get an argument out of me, you bitch ass, hoe ass niggas. Fuck you, fuck your mama. Okay.
So Do you feel like you should tell women the truth?
About what?
Just anything. If a woman comes to you and asks you a question and you know it's something that could damage your relationship, are you telling the truth or are you lying?
So let me get this. Somebody help me there. I'm gonna say, tell a bitch the truth and suffer the consequence of telling a bitch the truth. Hold on. Why on earth would I tell a bitch the truth when I know that I'm going to suffer a consequence that I don't want to suffer?
Because she's going to find out, Dawgface.
Bitch, find out, bitch. Find out, bitch. Bitch, get the finding, bitch. Get the finding and get the outing, bitch. You gonna find out, get the finding, bitch, and bitch, get the outing, bitch. Women have a sixth sense, don't they? Bitch, use it. Use it, bitch, because I ain't
You're not gonna make our job easy. What?
Any nigga be telling the bitch the truth, I'm suspicious of a nigga like that. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, you telling a nigga on the court. You tell the bitch the truth. I ain't telling the bitch nothing. Bitch, figure it out.
So why do you feel like rich niggas get cheated on the most? Them should be the ones that get cheated on the less because them the ones with the money. Money brings power.
I'm glad you said that, right? And I'm glad you said it just like that. Because you just said, I feel like, and it's true, the rich niggas get cheated on the most and the fastest, right? But they should be the ones that get cheated on the less or not at all, right?
Yeah, not at all.
Right, because bitches say what they want. I want a nigga to pay all the bills. I want a rich nigga. I want all this kind of shit. But with that capability comes, if he out chasing money, if he's out working, if he's out building his brand, if he's out living, trying to make sure the household's good, while you ain't working and you taking your whole check and doing what you want to do with your check, which is some other shit that I don't agree with, right? Yo, lying ass bitch. Bitch, you can get your bitch ass to work. If I'm hustling, bitch, you gonna hustle.
Right.
If I'm working, bitch, you gonna hustle. You gonna, wow. Because when I'm out working and hustling, you sucking Robert Earl dick.
That's not true.
Yeah, you suck Robert Earl dick. Robert Earl get a dick suck. Because I ain't there with you. I can't cuddle with you. I can't codify you. You know what I'm saying? I can't spend time with you, so you feel some kind of way.
We on FaceTime, doing other little stuff that y'all like.
You don't trust nan bitch. Don't trust
y'all buying us Chanel. We listening. We been good.
Chanel. Let me tell you something, bitch. Bitch, what's them little purses with the little G's on it that they get from Detroit, the little brand?
Glamourholic.
That's what you gonna get, bitch. You gonna get that. How much that cost? You can get two of them. You can get two of them.
$60.
Get two of them. They get different colors, don't they?
But you rich though. Why you being cheap? Are you?
That's a good question.
Are you cheap? Or do you spend your money? Because you always talking about it. Do you spend your money or what?
So this is one of those questions that Detroit women ask. Only Detroit women and Atlanta women ask these kind of, in Miami, in LA, in Houston, in Baltimore, in Philly, in DC. All black women ask the same fucking shit. Yeah. So listen, I'm not cheap, but bitch got to be worth it. Bitch got to be worthy. I don't use my money to try to buy no relationship with no bitch. That's where them pandemic niggas went wrong. See, because the pandemic niggas then use that pandemic bread to go get a bitch that they know ordinarily wouldn't be fucking with them at all until they got their goddamn money. Then when that motherfucking money ran out, these niggas is beating the bitch's ass, taking the purses back, taking the chains back, breaking in the house, taking the cars back. Give me my Range Rover. Give me my Maserati. These niggas is taking that shit back, right? So as a black woman, you got to be careful about even allowing yourself to be put in a position where nigga is paying all your bills because he has control over you. If you let the motherfucker pay all your bills and you solely dependent on him, and especially if you don't have your own way of own means of income coming in, then you are at his beck and call. You are at his mercy because you can't move nowhere. You boxed in. A black woman, I have 4 daughters.
That's gang.
Nah, baby, don't do that. You know why? Because these niggas ain't even equipped. These niggas look at having the money and having the means to do that like you a fucking slave. It ain't the same kind of relationship as your grandmother had with your granddaddy. You know what I'm saying? Back then, grandmama wasn't working. She was at home tending to the house, being domestic. She wasn't working and then keeping her check to herself while you go out and toil and work, knuckles all swole up. Nah. Black women, which one? What we doing? Black women, do not ever put yourself in a situation or in a predicament to where you are solely dependent on what a man can do. Because when that man break bad, or when that man decide that he want to do some man, when the man start manning, and it becomes something that you don't want to put up with, tolerate, you boxed in. Who you gonna move with? You got a couple of kids, move with your mama. Because your mama already told you so. Your granny already told you so. Right? So you're going to be uncomfortable. And you're going to stay there and put up with that shit longer than you should. Then when he start putting his hands on you, then you know it's going to be what it be. Black women, don't you motherfucker do it. And I'm not saying that a man shouldn't take care of home. I'm not saying that a man shouldn't take care of responsibilities. I'm just simply saying, I have grown daughters.
Okay.
They're all college grads, right? Spelman, Wayne State, right? I raised them to be as independent but yet respectful to a man as possible. But don't you never let no motherfucker run you like that. You hear me? You make sure that you got what you need to be able to take care of yourself just in case this nigga decides to be a bitch. You can get the fuck away from this bitch ass nigga.
Have your daughters ever had to run to you about a man?
Let me tell you something, right?
Because it's like, go ahead, I'll let you say.
I feel sorry for her. So my oldest daughter, I'm put you in my business, was married, right? She ain't married no more, right? Her husband hit her, right? She stabbed him 55 times, right? She stabbed him 55 times in the face, neck, head, blah, 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 right? The nigga, when he went to the hospital, the police was pressing him about what happened. At first he said he got robbed. And then they're like, we don't believe that. The nigga told on my daughter, bro. He broke down under the police interrogation and told that my daughter stabbed him when they got into it. But he didn't tell the police that he put his hands on her first and that he had a pistol. He didn't tell him that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't tell him. He just told him that. You hear me? So my daughters ain't been raised. My daughters, let me take a deep breath.
They rough. They tough.
No, man, my daughters east side motherfuckers. But they both sides. My daughters are Plymouth and Griggs and Wyoming motherfuckers. Then they are 4-1 babies off Wickham. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then when I came home from prison, I moved them to the east side in the eastern suburbs because that's when I'm on that type of time.
Okay.
Right? My daughters wasn't raised to be no flow mat for no nigga. You touch your head. My daughters, I ain't got to do motherfucking thing. They gonna stab you. They gonna Al Green your motherfucking
They don't
ass.
gotta call you.
Man, well,
they gonna call you and tell you, Daddy, this what I did.
That's what happened. No, he called me from the hospital like, hey, Pops, baby, your baby got into it. And I was like, what? What happened? Like, man, where you at? Because I heard like the
ding, ding.
nurses and shit, right? He said, she stabbed me real bad. So what you do? Oh, man, I talked to you later. I'm going to go to surgery right now. All right, nigga. I ain't never told that story before at all. Trust me, my kids nigga. I taught them how to box and fight, stab, and everything. When I came out of penitentiary, I used to take knives, and I used to run up on them, and I used to be like I'm finna stab them so they can see what that is. You know what I'm saying? I took knives and I was swinging knives at my daughters, right? I was swinging knives at my son, swinging so they can, slowly though, so they can, because that's what niggas on. So if you're ever about, you ain't gonna get nervous when the motherfucker try to attack you. You're gonna look for a way out type shit. You hear me? Type
combat.
Shit. So yeah, it's combat.
Where do you get your combat skills from? Was it prison?
Nation Islam, prison study group.
Okay.
I was in prison 17 straight summers. You hear me? So the Nation Islam has a mandate in terms of working out. So it's like 1,000-pound rule. So a combination of squatting, deadlifting, bench press, curling. You had to be able to lift 1,000 pounds as a total around. So I might be able to curl 130 pounds. I can bench 425. I can squat 500, I can deadlift 375 type shit, but you got to add it to 1,000 pounds, right?
Yeah.
Because in that way, they say if a man can maneuver 1,000 pounds of weight, when he get in your ass,
you haven't been in prison for 17 years. Do you still have it?
Do I who?
Do you still got it? Like, are you still combat?
No, I've been home since 2000. I've been home 14 years. I did 17 years.
Oh, okay, you did 17 years. You've been home 14 years. Do you still have your skills?
That fight in that club with me fighting fat niggas was last year.
Oh, that was last year?
Yeah.
I thought that was, oh my God, I thought that was in the pandemic, like 2020.
We in the club.
Oh, yeah, in the club.
We in the club.
Yes. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. That's, young men can't even do that. You're a very strong man.
And that's why I ain't afraid of these young bitch ass niggas. Bitch, let's fight, bitch. And we can shoot too, whatever you want to do.
You down with both? Okay, so why do you feel like women have a hard time submitting to men?
Because in the world that we live in now, black women or just women in general?
Black women. In
the world that we live in now, in the black community, black men have been derelict and neglectful negligent in terms of taking care of their responsibilities, taking care of home. So black women have been forced into leadership roles and into the role of the priority breadwinner. So a lot of black women, they grew up in single parent households with their mothers, and they've never seen a black man, a strong black man, really operate, right? And so what it does, it builds up a sense of resentment or distrust in the minds, in the hearts of black women. So when it comes to taking instruction, they don't know anything about it because they didn't grow up in a home where they saw their mother doing that. And a lot of these chicks who 21, 22, their mamas is 38, their grandmamas is 54. They ain't seen no granddaddy, no daddy. And so therefore that breeds a level of contempt. So they automatically want to fight back and snap back at that motherfucker. You can't tell a bitch to shut up if you want to. Tell a bitch, shut up, bitch. Bitch wanna fight you. I said shut up, bitch.
Yeah.
Bitch can be wrong, still gonna talk that shit to you, right? So that's why, I mean, it's one of those societal things that happens when you have a lack of male leadership, so they don't know that they're supposed to.
You have to be able to submit. What type of guy is Dawgface when he's dating? Are you dating? Are you single or are you taking?
Taking.
You taking?
Yes, I am taking.
What type of man are you in a relationship?
I'm a dog ass nigga. Fuck wrong with you?
God.
I ain't shit. Fuck wrong with you? You ask me that question. What do I look like? I ain't a motherfucking. I'm a motherfucker. I'm a piece of shit.
So you say you're a dog ass nigga. You can't be. You seem like a nice guy.
So
you
listen,
take care of home. I know your girl's submissive. You're not even about to be bothered with no bitch that's talking back. Or is your bitch hard headed?
I like a toxic bitch. I'm fucked up. Bitch, let's fight, bitch. Let's wrestle, bitch. You know, I want some of you ain't no punk ass bitch. Bitch, let's wrestle and fight, bitch. Bitch, bite me, bitch. Bitch, pull a gun on me, bitch. Straight me, run me car. Run me over the car, bitch. Maybe we had to run down the street, bitch. Bitch, I'm toxic. We fucked up as a people.
You an ass man or a titty man?
Well, I'm a horrible ass nigga. So, as a horrible ass nigga, there's a sign. I'm like a big old horse. I want a bitch I can wrestle with. Come here, bitch, I'll bite a bitch. You hear me? Type shit. You know what I'm saying? So, so I'd rather have, if you ain't got no titties, man, we're going to have a problem, bro. Because that's like laying man chest with a man, bitch. No, bitch, we ain't got no titties, bitch. Where the titties at? Ain't you got nothing to squeeze? No.
So you a titty man?
More than ass. I was a breast. No, not more than ass. But I'd rather have an okay ass with some beautiful titties.
Okay.
Than have a banging ass
with no titties.
What we doing, bitch? You got a flat chest, bitch. Let's go work out then, bitch. That's what we doing. No, bitch. What we doing? Push-ups, bitch? No.
So are you like a Build-A-Bear?
Black women are in the role of building bears now more so than black men. Traditionally, black men have, right? But now the sisters are outpacing the men in every way imaginable, right? When it comes to corporate America, when it comes to just really hustling and really knowing how to save and knowing how to kind of like plan for the future and utilize the resources. Man, listen, so I don't mind as long as there's an understanding. If that understanding turns into me, you trying to use a motherfucker, bitch, you got to go, bitch. You funky dog head hoe. You got to go. I ain't bitch, bitch.
As long as, like you said earlier in the interview, as long as it's a take and give, it's not just take.
When it becomes take, so it's like there's nothing wrong with a woman wanting a man with some money. Nothing wrong with that at all. The issue is if you only want him for his money. There's nothing wrong with a woman wanting a man with some money, because I have daughters. I don't want to see my daughters with no nigga who can't take care of themselves, let alone take care of them and any children they may have by the motherfucker. I ain't paying your bills.
I like that
type shit. So there's nothing wrong with wanting a man with some money. The issue is if you only want to fuck with him for some money. And a lot of these niggas are in situations where they fucking with bitches who only fuck with them because of what they got. And then when you fall off, you quickly realize that bitch ain't there for nothing but what you could give her. And that's the issue.
And that's why you said the 99.9% of men is downtown in the Wayne County Jail for domestic violence.
I didn't say 99%. But right now there are more black men in the county jail for domestic violence than for drug trafficking. Because they frustrated and angry. You know what I'm saying?
Because they broke.
They're frustrated and angry. And it's just, I mean, that domestic violence is a motherfucker, man. So you have it be combinations of shit. You have women who don't respect the men, right? And you have men who don't respect themselves and actually put women in positions where they have to defend themselves and they have to kind of like assert themselves. So it's a strange combination of the things that transpire that make a motherfucker do what they do. But a lot of black men don't know how to conduct themselves. They don't know how to check their emotions. You hear me? They don't know how to think ahead. They don't know how to strategize. So motherfuckers found it. I caught a pistol case in 2018. I was
From when you came home.
Yeah, I was. But see, my felonies was like 27 years old.
Oh, okay.
So when I caught the case, I got a good lawyer. I went to that motherfucker and like, oh, my felonies. They got a gun board in Michigan now too. So if you catch a felony associated with the gun, you can take it with a paid lawyer. You can take the shit in front of the gun board. The gun board can decide what it is. But since it had been almost 30 years since I caught a felony, I went to prison in 1992. It had been almost 30 years, 27 years. So they're like, okay, we're gonna give you probation because and I'm a business owner. I won every award except the Keys to Detroit. I won every award from the city council, from the mayor's office, to giving back and doing mentorship programs and shit like that. So and then I had, shout out to Mr. Johnson, Eastside Mr. Johnson, Trouble Father, who came. He was a delegate for the 13th Congressional District, came to court on my behalf and was like, because they was gonna try to tighten me up because my felonies, I got more felonies than Frank Murphy. You hear me? Shit. You know
Even though that was so long ago, they was still gonna try to tighten you up.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck if you ain't that's what you is on. So I had to kind of like I had to pull out my community awards and to show them I wasn't fucked up. I own several businesses that I employ people, and then I didn't have a gun in the commission of a felony. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like I would just run around with a gun selling crack. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was like some humbug, dumb shit.
No, because my boyfriend said that all the time. Like, babe, this gun is not for show or it's not even to hurt nobody. It's for my protection just in case somebody try to hurt me. He said that all the time. So maybe that's probably why you had the gun. Or no?
I ain't had no gun.
You said...
No, so listen.
Now, what type of kid was you, though? Because...
Kid? I was terrible. My mom was a crackhead. I ain't no daddy. I was terrible. Shit was me. I got locked up at 12 years old.
That's what I'm saying.
For the first time. And then from 12 to 19, I think I was free maybe a year and a half. From 12 to 19, I was free a year and a half. So
you stayed in jail.
I want to put this in your mind. I got locked up April 14th, 1984 for the first time. I was 12. I was 11. I ain't turned 12 until July 1984, right? From 12 to 19. No. From 12 to 19, I was free a year and a half, 2 months here, 3 months here, a week here. I was constantly getting in trouble, you know what I'm saying, on tip, right? From 12 to 19. 19 years old, I got released from the training school. I was at Green Oaks, which is like kiddie prison, you hear me? I went to prison at 21. I came home at 38. So from 12 to 38, I had maybe 3 years of freedom between 12 and 38.
Yeah.
So when people look at me or judge me, right, I don't look like all the shit that I've been through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So my friends like, man, you what? Say that again? Let's add this up again. They're surprised because I don't sound like a motherfucker. But that's just a testament of how strong and how resilient black men can be when they qualify their mind.
What was different that last time to make you be like, I'm staying free, fuck this?
Well, this time right here,
Yeah.
I'm still on my last time right now. Don't make me go back.
No,
you hear me?
don't go back, dog.
No, the whole thing is that
Don't go back.
I figured out the keys to success. I figured out how to survive, and I learned how to kind of like, even though it seems like I'm way off the edge, I'm not really off the edge. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I have children, and I have. First of all, I don't want what people just say about me to be just like, oh, he went to prison. So that's why I am so focused on trying to be as successful as I possibly can. Like I said, I have 3 businesses that have nothing to do with entertainment whatsoever. The entertainment shit, that's my Dawgface shit. The Chris is a whole different motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? When you people like Helliver, they have been to my places of business. I'm like, oh, dog own this, dog own that. I've had business ventures that Helliver and I were going to enter into. You know what I'm saying? There are multi-million-dollar ideas, of investment ideas that we have talked about. You know what I'm saying? So shit, it is what it is, man. I want to come home and be as successful as I possibly can because I know that motherfuckers was counting me out. Motherfuckers didn't think I could do it because I've been locked up so long and so frequently. So my whole life right now is about, it ain't necessarily about proving anybody wrong because I've already done that. You know what I'm saying? It's just about me trying to be as successful as I possibly can so I can leave as much. I don't have a 401k plan coming. So I'm grinding. I'm stacking. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I'm trying to be as successful as I possibly can. And people who really know me, who had the opportunity to talk to me, when somebody said, well, why you fuck Dawgface, but like, bro, you don't know nothing about that nigga for real, bro. You just talking, you hear me? You talking because you don't know. You talking from a lack of knowledge and understanding of who Dawg really is. So that's what it's really about. I'm trying to get rich. Rich. I'm trying to be playing around with these niggas. You hear me? So for all this shit that motherfuckers think, oh, he always showing off. Nigga, if I showed you.
What? You gonna come with your receipts. Let me see, Dawg. Oh.
Then the big ones. This one right here, this whales. Boom. What we doing?
You don't even show this.
They ain't fuck with me. You think they can? Oh, a truck, a car. I don't give a fuck about no truck or no car.
Okay, so before we end the show, what is some advice that you have for anyone that's up and coming that's just trying to get into the entertainment industry, whether it's podcasting, rapping, singing, anything that's having a hard time? What advice do you have for them so that they can overcome their obstacles?
The best advice I can give somebody who wants to enter into the realm of entertainment is do your research, study your craft, perfect your craft, surround yourself with people who understand what your mission and what your goals are, people who are willing to help push you towards, those ends. Surround yourself with people who are articulate and who are loyal and who seek opportunities for you. Because a lot of times people can know you do something and they'll just blindly walk past the opportunity that you can benefit from because you're not thinking about you. They're thinking about yourself. I'm the kind of motherfucker that, since you've been knowing me this short time, I call you like Lex, or I text you. Mainly, they ain't no call. I text you like, go look at that. Go look at this. Nothing to it. It is what it is. I want to see you be successful. Know what I'm saying? So I'm a genuine guy when it comes to that. So you have to be careful about who you allow around you, because motherfuckers will try to steal your joy, steal your thunder. And then when people see you progressing and moving towards your goals, niggas will sabotage you.
They will.
They will sabotage you, or they will do things that will put you in a negative situation. And sabotaging ain't just like, let me take this from you. Sabotage can be like speaking bad about you. Sabotage can be like just doing whole shit to throw you off the square.
You know I'm a hothead, and I'm on the right track trying to do the right thing. You call me like, let's go do this. And I love you, so I'm going to go do it. That's
absolutely.
Sabotaging as well. Yeah,
because you're putting in a position. Just be mindful, be prepared. Listen, prepare yourself in advance so that when the opportunity presents itself, you can take advantage of it. A lot of times people, they say they want a particular thing, but they don't prepare themselves. You have to open up your mind and open up your heart so that when the opportunity does present itself, you can take advantage of it. Prepare yourself. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want, live that, be that, digest that type shit.
Let the people know that you locked in and fucking with Alexa motherfucking Rose.
Hey, listen, it's your man Dawgface Calderon, the biggest. Y'all know what it is, man. I'm locked in. Well, Alexa Rose, my motherfucking dog. You mother stinking ass, po broke ass bitches. Fuck your mama. Fuck everything about you, bitch. And bitch, I'm rich, bitch. And bitch, a bitch. And you a bitch. You dog ass bitch. Leave that in, Carmen. Don't do me like that. Fuck you, bitch. Y'all know what it is. Get some money and stop that motherfucker hating. You're tapped in, you're tuned in. Girl talker, Alexa Rose.